Hello, friends. It's Tuesday evening. It's very late, but I thought I would pop on and just talk about what I'm doing this evening. So, after dinner, I came home and took a nap. I don't know. I just like a 45-minute nap, but it was one of those where you wake up and you're like drooling on the pillow. I was obviously very tired. So, by the time I got up from my nap and scrolled for a bit, I did not do much project work, and now I'm in bed. But because I had this nap, I don't really feel tired, and so I have gathered all of my things around me like a little nest. Do you ever do this? To make it through my week, sometimes I have to make fake things to get me through the week. So one of the things that we do is I do a date night, a weeknight date night. So we have to do that on like Tuesdays or Thursdays because that gets me like a little fake. I mean, it is real dopamine, but it's like little mini vacations to make it through my week sometimes. And so tonight is a fake slumber party with myself. So I will go to bed here pretty shortly, but I have gathered up all of my loveys next to me, and so I thought I would share. Do you do things like this? Maybe it's just me. Okay, so I did work on my smocking, and I apologize for the light. I've got my nighttime light on. So I did work a little bit on my smocking this evening. So I finished another row, and I started the next row. And I'm just trying to grunt it out and get it done. So I worked on that a little bit. Then I came down to my bedroom to get into my like fake slumber party with myself. And I have my knitting because this is comfort project where I don't have to really think about it. And I am still, it's a little cotton sweater that I'm knitting out of linen. And so it's easy knitting, but sometimes when I stop and start, it's hard for me to remember my project or the pattern. So what I've done is I just wrote it on a little teeny tiny card that I have hang on my bag, on my project. That way I don't even less thinking. I just have to sit and knit and follow that little pattern. So this, I'm in my raglan increases on this, so I increase before and after each raglan marker. So basically here, 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 and here, every other row. So I have a busy row and then I have a rest row. And so that is just comfort knitting. So sometimes I just have it sitting around because, again, it's like my levy. So I've got this going on in my little pretend slumber party. Then I also grabbed a book that I bought, that I thrifted from Savers not too long ago, and I haven't really had a chance to look through this. So I will sit and peruse this little book for a little while because that is also a way for me to entertain myself and reward myself for getting through Tuesday. So every day that I've made it through a day, I get to reward myself with something fun. And so tonight it's my pretend slumber party with myself. So the other thing that you might see is I have a little, I don't know what it is, a little projector that I bought for myself last year that projects stars on the ceiling. And so when I turn the lights off, I have a little aurora borealis type situation with my own stars. And it will play crickets if you want that as well. So that is part of my slumber party ambiance. Okay, I know I sound crazy, but sometimes you just have to fake it till you make it. And so sometimes there are things that you have to do to make it through your night, through your day, through your week. I hope you don't have to do this, but sometimes you just have to do it. So I am going to settle down into my little nest, finish up a little bit of knitting, look at my craft book, and have my cricket sound on. So That's my pretend slumber party with myself. I hope you had a great day and that you've had an enjoyable evening that may or may not have involved a nap or a pretend slumber party with yourself. I'm so grateful that you're along and that I can share my weirdness with strangers on the internet. All right, thanks. Have a great night. See you tomorrow.